Hey everybody, Big Anklevich here, podcaster, author, and carnivore. And it is November 12th, 2019, the end of week 25. It's time to find out how my journey to Wonderland has been going on alternate day fasting and carnivore. Let's check it out here on Big Anklevich on health. Okay, it's time for the daily reports. Let's take a look at how this week went. How did things go? Mr. Big Anklevich, fill us in. Okay, it is Tuesday, and today I got up this morning and I made some bacon and some eggs. But while I was waiting for the bacon and eggs to cook, I pulled out some ham that my wife had gotten, and I melted some cheese, and I rolled that up inside the ham, and I had myself kind of like a little cheese ham roll-up thing. It was pretty tasty, I have to admit. But I also, as I've said many a times on this channel, I shouldn't be eating cheese because I don't think it agrees with me. I think it gives me a phlegmy in my throat kind of thing, and possibly some other issues too. But I like cheese a lot, and so I wind up giving in and eating it all too often. So yeah, I had cheese with that. I guess I had cheese the other day too, so I was kind of already in the cheese-eating mood. But eventually, the eggs and bacon finished, and I ate the eggs and bacon. This picture doesn't show all of what I ate, because I had eaten half of it before I remembered that I was supposed to take a picture. So that's what I had. Then I had to go car shopping with my wife, because she crashed her car not too long ago, and we're finally replacing that. And that sucked, and it took the entire morning, and so I got back with just enough time to throw some of the leftover brisket from my birthday in the microwave, warm it up, and eat it while I was driving to work. But it was really good. The brisket just never ceases to impress. It's good stuff. And I ate all of that. And then, now it's time for a fast. And this week I'm doing the full alternate day fasting thing, so it's going to be a good 40 hours before I eat again, so I am fasting now. Okay, it is Wednesday, and I'm back to my alternate day fasting. So today is a fasting day. I've eaten nothing. And for the most part, it's been easy, to tell you the truth. Maybe I just ate plenty yesterday, I don't know, but I didn't even get the slightest bit hungry this morning to have any issue with being like tempted to eat or anything like that. And so, I didn't. I maybe got hungry right about the time that I walked out the door. And it wasn't ever that, like, gnawing hunger where you're just like, I want to eat. It was just slight hunger. And it's passed. And so, came into work and have been here working. And, of course, the usual thing, I'm freezing. That's the thing that I like the least about fasting is just how I'm always cold. But, it was at least a little bit warm today. I think I got into the 80s, and so coming out and sitting in my car is helping warm me up a little bit. It's not the usual overwhelmingly stifling heat that we usually get in Houston, but it's something. Okay, everybody, it is Thursday, and this week we're doing alternate day fasting, and so it is eating day. And so what did I have today? Let's see. I actually ate a lot today. I may have overdone it a little bit. I'm not sure. I got up this morning and I just had a hankering to have a hamburger that was on a bun. Not a bun, but I kept seeing hamburgers and I thought, that would be good. And so I decided I would make a couple of chaffles. And I know I've been saying I need to not eat cheese. I don't know what it is. I like cheese too much. And today I had a bunch of cheese, I have to admit. So I made a chaffle, which is a half cup of cheese and an egg. And you mix that together, you throw it in a waffle iron, and it cooks up and makes a sort of waffle-like thing. Doesn't taste like a waffle, but it looks like one. And it works real good as a bun for a hamburger. And so I did that. I cooked some hamburgers. I cooked them in the oven. They're not my usual hamburgers that I get at Costco where I can just microwave them. So I cooked these ones in the oven. I also made some bacon that I would put on top of it. and then I ate a bunch of the other bacon that was also there. You know, I had enough bacon to go on top of the hamburger, plus about 6 or 7 or 8 more pieces. So I ate those 8 pieces of bacon while I was waiting for the hamburgers to cook. And I also fried some eggs to put on there as well, because I just love an egg bacon cheeseburger. So this was this big elaborate breakfast that I was making. And while I waited, I was just like, man, these hamburgers are taking a long time to cook. And so I just melted a whole bunch of cheese, and I made these kind of cheese roll-up things. And I ate like, I think 2 of those probably in the morning, but I wasn't done. But that was my breakfast. And then when it came time for lunch, I put some of the meat that I had left over. I got the last of the brisket that was left over from my birthday. And then my wife also made some pulled pork last Sunday. And I put a bunch of that, and I put them in the microwave, warmed those things back up, and I ate those. While that was going, I also had myself some more cheese. I melted a bunch more cheese, and I did some more of those roll-ups. But yeah, I ate a lot of cheese today. I probably shouldn't have, and I'm betting that it's probably going to have some detrimental effects on my weight loss, possibly, because that was a lot of food that I ate. And I ate a whole lot of meat too, like that pulled pork and that brisket that I ate. That was a lot. And I probably could have stopped before I ate all of it, but I brought it with me in my car. And if I didn't eat it all, it was just going to get thrown away. And I was just like, you know what, screw that. I'm just going to eat it all. And damn the torpedoes. I'm not sure if I'm using that. Damn the consequences. Maybe I wasn't using that phrase right in the first place. But yeah, you know, meat's good. And I am full. You know, it's later on in the day, and I am not in the least bit tempted to eat anything. I probably won't be tomorrow either. I guess we'll see. But I like eating carnivore. It's a good life. Okay, it is Friday, which means it is a fasting day, and it's cold out here. It's cold inside too, unfortunately. Here at the old office, they keep it cold, and I am freezing. And unfortunately, as I said before, it's cold out here, so I have no place to run. I can't go out to my car and try and get warm from the extreme heat that's in there. So instead, I just stay cold all the time. My hands are freezing, my feet are freezing. I'm wondering if it's a good idea to do alternate day fasting in the winter. And the winters here is pretty dang mild too. It's, I don't know, maybe 50 degrees? Imagine if I lived elsewhere. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see how this week goes. But, you know, there's nothing I can do to get my hands warm. I gotta use them. So I can't like wear gloves or something. At least for my feet, I got shoes and socks on. And I wear wool socks. And I often wear 2 pairs of wool socks. Today I forgot to. Shoot, I don't know. There's nothing I can do about my hands though. I can't wear gloves. I gotta use my keyboard. So what do? Nothing. Just deal with it. Okay, everybody, it is Saturday, and let's see, this morning I got up, I was able to eat because it's eating day, and I got up and I started making some bacon and eggs, and I guess I'm just going all in with the cheese thing, at least this week, because yeah, since I was waiting, I put a bunch of cheese in a bowl, and I melted it in the microwave, and then I pulled it out, and I rolled it up in some more cheese, and I had myself a couple of cheese roll taco type things. And then I ate some bacon and eggs after I was done with that. And the bacon and eggs, I think I had it's either 12 or 16 ounce package of bacon, ate all of that, plus 4 eggs. That's my usual breakfast when I say I have bacon and eggs, that's what I had. And then later on in the day, I had pork chops. My wife made some pulled pork last Sunday, and she had so much. The pork loin that she bought was so big that she couldn't quite fit it all into the crock pot if she used the whole thing. So she cut like 5 little pork chops off at the end of it, and we saved those in a bag, and I cooked them today. They were pretty good. I enjoyed them. I only ate 4 of the 5, but that was plenty to fill me up nice and good. That was my meals for the day, and I was done. And tomorrow I get to eat again. I'm thinking about just doing a 1 meal a day thing tomorrow. Maybe. Just to see. Usually I overdo it on the weekend, and I wind up like kind of destroying my gains. I'm thinking maybe I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe I won't eat until like noon or so, and then just have one big meal. We'll have to see. I'll have to see if I can wait that long and what have you. So I guess I'll talk to you in just a second when we wipe to the next video. Okay, it is Sunday, and I was probably bad today. I mean, I was trying to be good, but instead I was bad. Let's see. I was only going to do 1 meal today just to see if I could put some brakes on the usual weekend disaster that I always have. So we were at church, and this guy that was there, he was handing out eggs to people. I was just like, what's going on? He's like, here, take some eggs. I'm like, what's the deal? And he's like, these are eggs from my farm that I have. And we have so many of them that we can't eat them all. We're going to give them away to anybody who wants some. And they're pasture raised. I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously? Can we like become customers of yours? Because I love eggs, and pasture raised eggs is what I'm all about. That's what I want. And he said, and I said, like, I eat like 4 eggs a day. And he's like, what? Oh, well, here. And he gave me another dozen of them. And I was excited about this. So when we came home, it's like, I'm eating some of these eggs. That's what I decided I would have for my meal. I wasn't planning on having that for my meal, but changed my mind once I had these eggs in hand. But when I got home, I realized I didn't have any bacon, so I had to go get some bacon. Went to get some bacon, and I got some other stuff while I was out. I got some cheese. I got some sausage, etc. And yeah, so while I was out there, I thought, you know what, I'm gonna have a hot dog too while I'm here, because I was at Costco, and so I had a couple of their hot dogs, just hot dog no bun. Had those, and then I thought, hey, I've got this Munster cheese here, so I took a slice of it and I would put it around my hot dog and eat the hot dog with that. You know, all of this stuff is still carnivore. When I got home, I started cooking the bacon and the eggs and the sausage. Bacon was taking a long time in the oven because my wife had something else going in the oven as well. I just kind of threw it in underneath it, and it was taking forever. The eggs, if you look at the eggs in the picture here, they look like they got burned or something like that. They didn't really. It was just because I cooked them in the same pan where I'd already cooked the sausage, and so they got a bunch of black on them. While I was waiting through all of that, I also, I think, melted some cheese, made my little cheese roll-ups that I usually do. Didn't take a picture of them, or the hot dogs, I guess. And then once all that stuff was finally cooked, I sat down and I ate a bunch of it. I didn't eat all the bacon or all the sausage. I got some of that left over, which I can have on Tuesday, I guess, the next time I'm going to eat. But yeah, I ate all that stuff. Then I was done. I was done for the day, and I was really full, so I could be done for the day. But that seemed like a lot of cheese. I ate a lot of cheese. Just this whole week I ate a lot of cheese, and I have a feeling I may have torpedoed stuff. I guess we shall find out when I go to weigh in on Tuesday. We'll see if a good 40-hour fast is enough to eliminate all the cheese. I don't know. Okay, it is Monday, and it has turned bitter and rainy and cold out there, which is gonna suck because I'm fasting today, and so yeah, I'm cold as usual, but I'll get by. We'll see how this weekend went. I tried to be good this weekend, but I failed, I think. And I'm afraid when I weigh in tomorrow, it's going to be not so good. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It was looking good earlier this week, but we shall find out. All right, thank you. And there you go. So, as usual, it was so-so. Wasn't terrible, but I ate too much cheese. I got a thing with cheese. I got an issue with cheese, and I think it's dragging me down. Let's see just how much it dragged me down. Did it drag me all the way down? My goal for this week was 226. Did I make it to 226 or under, which would be even better? Let's find out. Let's see how I weighed in. So there you go. I almost made it. 226.1. So I missed it by 0.1 of a pound, which pounds are divided into ounces, which is 16 ounces per pound. So I don't know what 0.1 of a pound is. It's 1.6 ounces? I don't know. I'm not a mathematician. I'm just a carnivore and a podcaster and author. So anyways, that wasn't a terrible result, to tell you the truth. I still lost weight. Lost 0.9 pounds, which is almost a full pound, and it's almost twice as much as I lost last week, so that's okay. I'm not particularly happy about it, though, and let me tell you why I'm not particularly happy about it. You see, last week on Thursday, I got on that scale just to see how things were going, and I weighed 225 even at that time. I was well under my goal 2 days in to the week, and I stayed that way on Friday and even Saturday morning, and maybe even still close to it on Sunday. But come Sunday night, somehow I skyrocketed through the freaking roof. I was all the way back up over 230, and I knew it was going to take a while, and I was going to be lucky if I made it back down to the goal. The fact that I'm only 0.1 of a pound above 226 is actually pretty good considering where I was Sunday night. So, it's a mixed thing. It's really frustrating when I was well under and then didn't even manage to make it back to that. But I think I know why I did it, I think I know why I have that problem, why I didn't make it. And it's because I keep eating all the cheese. And I know that I need to stop eating the cheese, but I like the cheese, and so I keep eating the cheese. And I'm pretty sure that the cheese also causes me to get like phlegm in my throat or excess saliva. I'm not sure what it is, but I always find myself having to clear my throat a lot. And when I bend over to touch my toes, if I'm stretching or something like that, this phlegm starts wanting to come up out of my throat, which is just, it's yucky, it's uncomfortable, it's not awesome. And I'm pretty sure that the cheese is behind that. So the cheese needs to be enemy number one this week. And maybe for a while. It's hard to know if something really is a problem until you cut it out and leave it out for a little while, because symptoms don't always go away until you've given yourself a chance. You've done without it for a while. So if I want to see if that phlegm actually does come from me eating too much cheese, or eating any cheese for that matter, then I got to stop eating cheese for more than a week, for a couple weeks at least, maybe even a month or more. I don't know. Maybe 3 months. Shoot, I don't know what it takes. Maybe what I should do is I'll have like a cheese-tastic day today. And I'll eat, one last hurrah of cheese. And then we'll go we'll go to the end of the month. That's going to be my goal. The end of the month, no more cheese for me. After today, I will give myself a little cheese fun today to finish it all off. And then from here on out, it's no cheese until December at least. But, if I get there and I'm like, wow, I feel so much better, I should have done this all along, maybe I'll just keep it as always no cheese, or if I get there and I'm like, it made no difference, still not losing weight like I want to, and it didn't get rid of the phlegm in my throat or anything, well then yeah, maybe it's not the problem. But anyways, I lost 0.9 pounds this week, which puts my total at 70.9 pounds. That's 23.87% of my total weight since I started this journey at 297 pounds. I think next week, well, we got to lower the goal down. We can't make it 226 still because 226.1 is where I am now. So if I lose 0.1 of a pound, I make it. It's not very fair. So yeah, we'll lower the goal down to 224 and we'll see if I can make that come this Tuesday coming up. And yeah, I think I can. I think I'll do it. Let's just hope my stupid cheese celebration day doesn't ruin it. But if I can manage to keep that away for the rest of the week, I think it will really work out for me. That is where we're headed. On the other side of the penny, it was a good week in some ways. My wife made me clean out my closet this weekend. And while I was doing that, I went through a whole bunch of my old clothes. I've saved a lot of clothes over the years. You know, things have gotten too small or too big, and I just put them up in my closet. And then I'll pull them back out when I change size again, which usually means, you know, they've gotten too big, and then I change size and I go back to being big enough to fit them again. And yeah, so I've been wearing a lot of those clothes, and I went through just piles of shorts that I had and tried them on, and I was able to just pull them out. You know, like the guys in the weight loss commercial where they like pull out their pants, or they hold them up in front of themselves, stretched out, which is really dishonest because then you've got them flat. There was no way that they were that wide when you were wearing them. But anyways, I was able to do that. These shorts were all too big. I had some that were size 42. These days, I'm pretty much wearing a 36, maybe a 38, depending on how stretchy the fabric is or isn't, because some fabric is really not stretchy. And in that case, the 36 doesn't quite fit just yet. But all these 42s, 40s, 38s, I got rid of them. The one thing that I did save was a pair of pants that I have that I was wearing right before I really started this. They're these ugly, ugly old pants, you know, like grandpa jeans that I had. But I had to get them because, you know, I was so fat that was pretty much my option. I'm pretty sure they were 44s, but at the end of all this, I'm going to put those things on and do the thing in the commercial where you pull out your waistband and show just how much room is now in those pants that I used to wear. So that'll be fun. But yeah, that is always positive. A non-scale victory of being able to clean out my closet and throw away all these big, big fat clothes and be able to wear little skinny clothes. I like that. Now I'm at a 36 now. I think my overall goal for waist size is to get down to a 34. So I'm actually pretty close. Maybe even a 32, but I don't think I ever fit a 32 as an adult. I think I wore a 32 a fair amount when I was in high school before I'd reached my full size, but who knows, maybe I will get to a 32, I don't know, but 34 is what I'm really shooting for. I'd really like to see that. That would be pretty cool. Anyway, that is how week 25 went. Not good, not terrible. Inching along, inching towards Wonderland. Let's hope that this week, by dumping some of that cheese, I'll be able to take strides towards Wonderland. We'll see how it goes. The goal is 224. We'll see how it goes. Coming up next week on Big Anklevich on health.